Alright, so today we're going to be demoing the Fulltone Fatboost 3. It's a pretty great pedal. It's a boost. It's mostly like a clean boost with 18 volts. It gives you 32 dB of clean headroom boost.
It also has a great sounding, overdrive distortion.
Yeah, it gives you very tweed sounding drive with the clean channel on my PV Classic 50 running through this lovely Marshall G12 Heritage 12-inch speaker, which is in this. What's it mic'd by, Chris?
Well, the mics we are using today is a Shure SM57 dynamic microphone and a Apex 205 ribbon microphone. And we're going to blend them together just to get a nice sort of tone. The positioning, the 57 is at the edge of the dust cap, about an inch back, and the ribbon mic is in the same place, just on the top of the dust cap. So, yeah, if we actually do this, you can see speaker right there inside, so that's where it is.
There it is, yep.
Basically centered on the speaker, a little off to the side. Just
and what are our room mics, Chris?
Well, right now, the room mic, well, actually just running this one is on right now. It's just a Behringer C2. It's mainly the mic so you can hear Jake, but we may leave that open while he's playing guitar so we get a little room sound, and then that one's actually not on right now, so yeah.
Alright, so the guitar we're going to be using today is actually a what's Baines custom, built by Ian Baines, who is my father. This guitar features 500K Emerson pots and a CTS push-pull pot with a Switchcraft switch and a Switchcraft jack. This is a Shaler roller bridge. Fantastic bridges. It's a hardtail. As you can see, it's a hardtail.
No springs.
No springs. It's a mahogany body. This is actually a hard maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard and an LSR roller nut.
That's epic. And
locking Grover tuners, which are absolutely fantastic. Now for pickups, we have the Jazz, Seymour Duncan Jazz, the Seymour Duncan Custom Stack Plus, and the Seymour Duncan JB. With these pickups, I have them so I can split them. Yeah, so I can split them. So I have that one going and I have that one going.
So you just turn them into single coils.
Yeah, so I go. Yeah. This one is actually technically a humbucker, well, it's hum canceling, which gives it more power as well. So that's this guitar. For amps, we are using a J&J loaded with
PV Classic 50.
Yeah, it's a PV Classic 50 with 12AX7s and EL84s. Into a 112 Marshall cabinet with a G12 Heritage Celestion speaker, which is a very nice, bright sounding speaker. For this, we're using the normal channel, which is like basically the clean channel. But if you push it, which this pedal has a lot of push into the front end, it will break up, giving you the best sounds.
We may also do a little demo on the gain channel to really get some extreme distortion if you want.
Not even that extreme distortion. You can get some different, more creamy, more marshally sounds. Depends. You can get some more. You can get sounds. Yeah, you can get all over the place. Yes, we're going to the normal input. So it's a normal and a bright. The bright basically adds just a bit more brightness to the sound and also adds a bit more volume. All right, so I guess we'll get started with our dry sound. So
why don't you just give us the sound with the pedal off?
Yeah, the dry sound with that. So here's our neck pickup. That's with no pedal. We get a very nice, just straight up clean sound, no drive or anything. Here's the Jazz split. Alright, so now we're going to engage the pedal. So how we're going to do this is we're going to start with the pedal completely neutral. So we're going to have the bass and the treble both at 12 o'clock. And we're going to turn...
Start with everything 12? Want to just do that?
Yeah, sure. We'll start with everything 12 o'clock. So when you turn on this pedal, you're going to notice that it gets pretty loud pretty fast from what we had before. So no pedal. It gives you a very nice, straight up Strat tone if you want it. Just a little bit more of a push, a slight amount of breakup. I wouldn't say there's a ton, but for 12 o'clock, that's pretty
some
nice.
playing while
Yeah, that works. You get a lot of volume out of this pedal.
Boost. So let's just for the fun of it, let's show them what it sounds like if we flip it to the gain channel, just as an extra sort of a boost pedal.
All right, so with the gain channel, I usually like to have my pre, so the post is all the way up, and then I have my pre at about 4. Sorry about knocking the mic, by the way, if you hear a big pop. So that's gonna sound right out of the box like this. Alright, so now when I engage the pedal, so I'm going to have the pedal probably like this, and I'm going to have the treble up pretty high, like that, and engage the pedal and get some nice sounds. Harmonic enhancing. Yeah. It's a great boost pedal, especially if you're in a gig, and I've had this problem many times before, where you'll be playing, you get up, and your amp will be, far away from you, and you'll start playing. Oh Oh no, I'm not loud enough. Well, you know what you do. Oh, suddenly you have volume, which is a great thing to have. This is a loud pedal. It's also great for clean boost as well. So, you know, I'll show you that because something I always find in jazz. So, you know, we're going to roll off the presence of the treble here. Something I always find in jazz is the fact that you'll find that your jazz tones, jazz in the neck. I mean that sounds nice, but if you add, if you take your pedal, you boost the bass on it, put it up, you get some nice jazz tones. You can roll off the treble here. You know.
A lot of clean boost.
Oh, this is helpful if your mic's stern. You know. That's like nice, like helpful thing to have. It's like a lot of clean boost. So, you know, this pedal offers a lot of clean boost. And also so when I do recordings, because when I record some of my own stuff, so I'll have my amp on the other side of the room because it's very loud and it's hard to, you know, directly monitor through my headphones when I have the amp right behind me because I can't hear what I'm playing to. So what I do is I basically set my amp, you know, to like a basically neutral setting, and I'll take my pedal because I religiously use this pedal now. I just got it for Christmas actually. So I'll take my pedal and I'll set it, and I have full control over my bass and my treble. So, you know, here's with the treble roll all the way off. As we start to add the treble back in again. Like a lot of difference, like with the treble knob, which is a really helpful thing to have. You can also get a lot of difference with the bass knob as well, you know, if you get too boomy, which can happen if you have a ribbon microphone, so you might want to take off just a little bit of that bass. Take away all the bass. Oh no, not enough bass, you know, add it back in again.
Not to mention that also this thing has like a really great sounding gain if you really just push the gain on it quite a bit.
Yeah, it's very tweedy actually is what I found, and what I've read, you know, on the box it says clean boost and tweed drives. You know, if you really want to get some of that Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff. Not to mention the sustain. I mean, that's like nice, like usual, usual sustain. Oh, sorry, dies pretty. But this thing, this thing holds it pretty well. Like in like a nice way as well, which is very helpful to have. So I mean, like this pedal's like a must-have on your pedal board. I always found the tube screamer, because I used to use the tube screamer all the time. The tube screamer would get very muddy. This pedal.
You didn't. I found that, Jake.
Well, okay. So let me take myself out of the boat that I've just dug myself. So I'm taking words out of his mouth now. I used to love the tube screamer, but
TS9.
The TS9, because I used to love Steve Ray Vaughan all the time. But so I found this. I got this pedal because I wanted like a new drive pedal, because I found that my tube screamer wasn't like. I always used to use my tube screamer as like a boost pedal, okay? Because I used to have it so the volume was on full, the level, and the drive was on nothing. But still, as I found, with the higher notes, like. It would kill like all of the highs. It just go. I did not like that. See, versatility of this pedal. You can make it sound like a tube screamer. Wow. This pedal doesn't do that. This pedal opens up, and it literally opens up your sound. It just adds to it.
Because like me, I used to I still do a lot of recording with Jake, and he would always bring out his tube screamer whenever he wanted to fatten up his sound. And while at first you'd click it and it would fatten up the sound, it would sound great. But then as you stacked the tracks up in the mix, it would start to muddy up the mix and have a lot of sort of 250, maybe up to 350 hertz, and that sort of range, or just build up. This pedal fattens up the sound without creating that problem, I found.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic.
So yeah, the Fulltone Fatboost 3. Check it out. I mean, it's worth a play. Just give it a shot. I mean, this thing's a lot of fun to do. If you want to hear this in the effects loop of an amp to push the power tubes mainly, please comment. Like and subscribe would be helpful. So the fact this is our first gear review, and more likes and subscriptions that we get, we'll most likely end up doing more reviews. I mean, we'll review anything back here minus the fender. The poor 60s fenders suffered a bit. But yeah, we will review anything you want us to review. So drop us a comment. Thank you.
Want to play us out with some AC/DC?
AC/DC, sure. Wait, I gotta think of an AC/DC song. That's not an AC/DC song.
Cut.